Welcome back to the Job Applicant Perspective podcast. I am Sarah Trumble, your local dive bar economist. Now, here's the thing about this place. It is more than just a podcast masquerading as a pub. It is a front for my other establishment, a website of the same name, which is the first anonymous user reviews for job ads across the U.S. Think of it like Yelp in a world of professionally mandated fine dining, except there's no health department and no FDA and no one checking to see if what's on the menu ever even existed. That's what the modern hiring system is. Fine dining on paper, but chaos in the kitchen. And while the job applicant perspective is what we're building, the reviews, the accountability, the real fixes, here in this pub, we talk straight. No gaslighting. We cut to the noise. So picture this. The doors creak open, the air smells of hops and history, and you slide into my pub after another long day. I wipe down the bar, nod you toward a stool, and pour you something cold. And as you're sipping, looking glum, I walk over with another, give yours a clink and take a sip and say, "Did you hear about that breakup?" Because this just isn't your story. It's the story of an entire system, a market system. Because the job market was never a warehouse and it was never a person. It was a relationship, and it's broken. The inversion. Think about a grocery store. You do not measure its success by how many people wander the aisles. You measure it by whether anyone actually leaves with dinner. But in hiring, we've inverted that logic. Millions apply, few get hired. And instead of questioning the system, we blame the shoppers. They must not want to work. They must not be good enough. But the truth, the market itself is broken. What we call the job market today isn't a market at all. It's a storefront illusion, a stage set, performance of opportunity with nothing behind the glass. A real market is a conversation. Employers adjust, job seekers adapt. That tension, that back and forth, that's what makes the market honest. But that tension is gone. Now resumes vanish into black holes and employers drown in spam. Platforms crank up volume, not outcomes. They didn't just digitize the market, they commodified it. And when one side, the platform or the employer, gets all the power, that foundation collapses. There's no conversation, no adaptation, no market. That's the functional tension axiom. A market only works when both sides can adapt. Collapse that and you get silence. It's like a tug of war, except there's only one group pulling. And what it feels like, if you've applied to 200 jobs with no reply, you've felt it. You've posted a role and drowned in irrelevant resumes, you've felt it. If you have taken out a paper sign to put in your door of your store for the first time in 25 years, you've felt it. If you've told yourself, maybe it's just me, and tried harder, you felt it. The wall isn't rejection, it's structural silence. And the solution, it isn't shinier filters, and it's not smarter AI, and it's not resume hacks. It's restoring relationships. It's rebuilding feedback loops. It's putting the tension back into the system. Where job seekers can flag ghost jobs and where employers can get signal, not spam. Where platforms connect people, not just count clicks. Because hiring isn't a shopping trip, it's a relationship. And relationships have tension. Because without tension, there's no adaptability, which means there's no trust. Without trust, there's no market. Without a market, we're all just wandering the aisles hungry, wondering why no one's coming home with dinner. So let me close with this. The internet turned the job market into a snowstorm. Whiteout conditions, chaos on every road. And if you're staring at the corporate office on the hill waiting for them to clear it, you'll freeze. The only way through is for drivers to tell each other what the road looks like. That's what the job applicant perspective really is. Job seekers sharing with other job seekers the conditions ahead. Which roads are blocked, which employers ghost, which paths actually get you home. That's the only way trust returns, not from the top down, but from the headlights cutting through the storm. I am Sarah, your dive bar economist and barkeep for the night. Thanks for stopping in. See you for the next round.